know, Paige Bueckers recently was drafted #1 overall by the Dallas Wings.
Caitlin Clark may be ruling the court right now, but Paige Bueckers is coming for the crown, and she's not coming quietly. For years, fans hyped up the Clark versus Bueckers rivalry as an epic clash in the making, but it never quite materialized. Injuries, missed matchups, and bad timing kept it from becoming the showdown everyone expected. But now, the waiting is over. With Bueckers poised to go #1 in the 2025 WNBA draft, and Clark already making waves in the league, the stage is finally set. No more excuses, no more delays. The rivalry is about to get real.
First pick in the 2025 WNBA draft, the Dallas Wings select Paige Bueckers, University of Connecticut.
And here's the twist. It's not just about who scores more anymore. It's about who owns the league. So here's the big question. Can Paige Bueckers actually dethrone Caitlin Clark in the pros, or is Clark already too far ahead? She's stacking up rookie awards, locking down million-dollar deals, and packing arenas while the rest of the field is still trying to catch up. We're diving into all of it. The missed college matchups, the loaded WNBA schedules, the roster shakeups, and the massive pressure sitting squarely on Bueckers' shoulders. But before we hit the court, do me a quick favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming. Alright, let's not waste time. You saw the title, you clicked for the drama, so here it is. Is Paige Bueckers really about to dethrone Caitlin Clark? Because this isn't college anymore. This is the WNBA, and the gloves are officially off. Everyone hyped up the high school class of 2020, and for good reason. It was stacked with juggernauts like Bueckers, Clark, Angel Reese, Haley Van Lith, Cameron Brink, and Camila Cardoso. But while Clark and Reese brought the fire in college, the Clark versus Bueckers showdown never truly happened. It was supposed to be the battle for the crown, but all we got were scheduling issues, injuries, and missed moments. Their one real head-to-head in 2021 was underwhelming. UConn dominated Iowa in the Sweet 16, but it wasn't even Bueckers leading the charge. It was Kristen Williams and Aaliyah Edwards who stole the show. Then Paige tore her ACL. Clark kept rising. Bueckers was sidelined. And just like that, the rivalry never got its moment. Until now.
Oh, Caitlin, of course, we go way back, Midwestern. We had a lot of battles in AAU and stuff like that. We played together on Team USA. I think she's just a competitor. She wants to win.
There was no real rivalry until 2024. Then came the Final Four. Finally, Caitlin Clark and Paige Bueckers shared the court in a high-stakes showdown. Clark didn't even lead Iowa in scoring that night, but she was efficient and composed. Bueckers, on the other hand, had a cold shooting night. 3 matchups total between them, 2 wins for UConn, and still, one rivalry waiting to truly ignite. But now, no more missed chances. The WNBA said, "Hold my schedule." Bueckers is all but locked in as the #1 pick in the 2025 WNBA draft, and guess who holds that pick? The Dallas Wings. And who do they face 4 times this season? That's right, Caitlin Clark's Indiana Fever. Game 1 is set for June 27th in Dallas, with alternating locations leading up to the season finale in Indiana on August 12th. And thanks to the WNBA's scheduling format, these teams could end up facing each other 4 to 5 times every season for years to come. This isn't just hype anymore. This is happening. Let's be real. Clark isn't just another rookie. She's already the face of women's basketball. She dominated her first season, snagged Rookie of the Year, made the WNBA All-Star roster, led Indiana to the playoffs, and cemented her legacy as the all-time leading scorer in NCAA Division during history.
Caitlin Clark became the leading scorer in the NCAA Division I basketball, woman or man.
Let that sink in. Caitlin Clark isn't just the all-time leading scorer in NCAA Division I women's history. She holds the record across men's and women's basketball. Her impact goes far beyond the court. Her Panini trading cards have sold for over $100,000, and Panini shelled out more than $1 million just to secure exclusive rights to her memorabilia. She's not only dominating games, she's shifting culture. Clark is the first player making celebrities nervous just by walking in the room. Even comedian Shane Gillis admitted he was starstruck when she showed up in his green room.
I was like, it'd be sick if Caitlin Clark came to the show. That'd be nice. She was like, yeah, sure.
What?
Yeah.
That's
and
sick.
I walked in and I was like...
This is the house Caitlin Clark built. That's what people are already saying, and she hasn't even played her second WNBA season yet. So the question is, can Paige Bueckers really touch that level? Here's what makes it spicy. If Bueckers lands in Dallas, she's not riding the bench or easing into the league, she's running the show from day one. She'll have Arike Ogunbowale beside her, one of the most aggressive scorers in the WNBA. But make no mistake, Bueckers will be the one with the ball in her hands. She'll be the playmaker, the decision maker, the franchise quarterback. Dallas is betting big on her, and that means she'll be measured against Clark. Not in a year, not someday, but immediately. Game 1 is June 27th. The verdict starts there. Now, let's pivot to someone flying under the radar, Sophie Cunningham. After 6 seasons with the Phoenix Mercury, learning directly from Diana Taurasi, Cunningham is bringing serious veteran energy to the Indiana Fever. She soaked up everything from Taurasi: the mindset, the body control, the professionalism. "I was a sponge around DT," she said. Now she's joining a Fever team that suits her game perfectly. Motion offense, kick and shoot, run and gun. All built to enhance Caitlin Clark's elite passing. And the chemistry? It's already there. Cunningham calls Clark her little cousin, and the two have been texting nonstop. That kind of off-court bond often translates into on-court wins. Quietly, the Indiana Fever front office is playing chess. Amber Cox, now GM, had her eye on Cunningham long before landing the job. Now she's brought her in to help Clark and the Fever take the next leap.
This is just a new style, and this is the style that I thrive in. When you have people who can shoot the ball, who move the ball, who are running gunners, and share the ball, like this is the type of offense that I want to be in. And so I'm just stoked.
Once Amber Cox took over as GM on October 4th, 2024, she wasted no time. She made the call, and Sophie Cunningham answered. "Perfect timing," Cunningham said. And now, look at what Indiana has built. Caitlin Clark, rising star and road-tested. Rookie, Aaliyah Boston, an elite big with all-star potential. Kelsey Mitchell, a pure scorer. Veterans like Dana Bonner and Natasha Howard. And defensive spark plug Sydney Colson. This isn't a rebuild. It's a fully loaded, weaponized roster. Cunningham calls it what it is. A recipe for success. Meanwhile, Paige Bueckers remains a walking question mark. The talent is undeniable, but injuries in college cost her critical time, big moments, and high-stakes matchups. Now the WNBA is her clean slate, no more what-ifs. But with that comes enormous pressure. Dallas isn't looking to wait around 3 seasons for development. They want a star immediately, someone who can trade buckets with Caitlin Clark from the jump. If Bueckers doesn't deliver early, the narrative will shift fast. Can she really go toe-to-toe with someone whose rookie cards sell for 6 figures? Whose name makes comedians starstruck and whose every move becomes a viral moment? That's the gauntlet, and it's brutal. But here's where it gets juicy. This isn't just Clark versus Bueckers. This is about what the WNBA is becoming. Clark brought the attention. The merchandise, the ratings, the viral clips. The league knows it. That's why the schedule was designed the way it is. 4 matchups between the Fever and the Wings minimum. Probably more. They're setting the stage for the next Bird versus Magic. And it could be that big. We've never seen 2 players with this much hype, this much backstory, and this much unfinished business enter the same league at the same time, with head-on matchups every few weeks. Add in the pressure, the sponsorships, the trading cards, the weight of expectations, and every misstep is a headline. Every breakout game becomes legacy. This isn't just a rivalry, it's chess, in sneakers. Let's be honest, the WNBA's new era isn't just about stats or highlight reels. It's about power, market power, fan power, and locker room power. And Clark has already flipped the league on its head. She didn't just arrive, she took over. She sold out arenas, locked down million-dollar endorsements, and turned casual fans into diehards. That's not normal rookie behavior. That's superstar takeover mode. But here's what people aren't talking about enough. Bueckers doesn't have to match Clark's media storm to surpass her. She just has to win. Clark plays with a target on her back every single night. Everyone wants to outshine her, and that kind of pressure, it's draining. Bueckers, on the other hand, gets to come in relatively under the radar. She won't have every pass turned into a TikTok clip or every off night turned into a trending topic. That gives her an edge. Focus, patience, and the chance to strike when no one sees it coming. Dallas, by the way, has been quietly building a team around her style. Fast, sharp, spaced out. If Bueckers lands there and finds her rhythm early, she won't just catch Clark, she could pass her. So yeah, Caitlin Clark might be the face right now, but don't sleep on Paige Bueckers. Rivalries aren't won with flash. They're won with rings, leadership, and who delivers when it matters most. The WNBA just hit reset, and Paige Bueckers might be the glitch in Caitlin Clark's dynasty. Stay tuned, because come June 27th, everything changes. And now, I want to hear from you. Could this rivalry actually shake the league for years to come? Will Bueckers thrive under WNBA pressure, or could the hype swallow her like it has for other top picks? If you're the Dallas Wings, do you hand her the keys from day one or build her up slowly? And let's flip it. Has Caitlin Clark already done too much too fast? Can anyone, even Bueckers, realistically catch up to the brand she's building? Be honest. Who would you rather build your franchise around right now, Clark or Bueckers? And why? What's your starting five? Drop your takes. Hot or